When I got to the police station, they made me change into different clothes, so it was just humiliating, stripping down.
Do you understand why we took your clothes? Because there's glass shards in your clothes, okay? That leads to the evidence that you were driving the car when the hit and run occurred, because there's glass shards in your car. They couldn't just magically appear.
When I thought it couldn't get any more dehumanizing, it did. I asked for the warrant. He said, I don't have time. Now put your arm out unless you want us to hold you down like an animal.
Can I see that?
When we're done, I don't have time to waste you reading these documents. Put your arm out so we don't have to tie you down like an animal. Don't start squirming, because if you do, I lose the vacuum and it's a bad thing for you. See, you made me miss by moving.
They charged me with a double DUI and a hit and run.
A lot of people go to jail because there's no evidence to prove their innocence. In this case, we're so lucky to be able to have surveillance video that clearly shows that her vehicle never moved throughout the whole night. Yes, he didn't commit this crime.
They decided to drop the charges because the victim didn't want to press charges, not because I was innocent.
Scottsdale police never reached out and said, Yesse, we arrested you wrongfully.
I'm just doing my job tonight. What happens in the future is what happens in the future.
Till this day, the police have never admitted any wrongdoing.
Well, joining us virtually is Yesse, and her attorney, Benjamin Taylor, is joining us in the studio. So, Benjamin, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Dr. Phil.
And Yesse, thank you for joining us as well. And Yesse, let me start with you. You've been out with friends. You come walking up, and you see from how far away that your windshield has been violated, has a big smash in the windshield.
Probably 3 cars down. I looked closer to see if that was my car, and I mean, it was, and I just was shocked. I just stood in front of my car and was shocked.
Okay, and you see some officers on bicycles. What was their attitude when you flagged them down?
They came over and immediately started asking me, is this your car? Have I been driving? Where am I coming from? And I answered all their questions. I didn't understand how it was relevant. Like, can we talk about my window? Or what do I do with my car? But I didn't even understand that it didn't register that they were suspecting me of.
Okay, so immediately they started treating you like a suspect?
Correct.
Okay.
I believe they read me my rights probably a minute in.
Now, I have to say 2 things here right up front. I am very pro-law enforcement. That doesn't mean that they don't make mistakes. It doesn't mean that every officer is the same and that they can't make mistakes. And we're going to talk about what happened this night because I do not believe it was their finest hour by any stretch of the imagination. And number 2, I want to compliment you on your decorum and how you maintained your cool, kept your head about you, and didn't become belligerent in the face of obvious accusations that you knew weren't true. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.